Again at 5 today with what we're learning about that horrible double murder and suicide in Land O'Lakes. The sheriff's office says a woman shot and killed her 2 young kids last night and then turned the gun on herself. Fox 13's Josh Cassio is live in that neighborhood where it happened. I can't imagine what that community is going through right now, Josh.
Yeah, no doubt about it. People in this neighborhood are really in disbelief that something so awful would happen so close. The sheriff said this is an example of why we need to be taking mental health so seriously in this country.
It's just a tragedy all the way around.
A tragedy that played out within earshot of Bill Florence's front door.
Earlier, about maybe 15, 20 minutes before the sirens, I heard screaming.
6 o'clock Wednesday night, a few doors down. Investigators say a father came home to find 2 young kids, a 3-year-old and a 9-month-old, shot dead. Their mother also dead with them in the bedroom. They say she shot them both, then turned the gun on herself.
As we saw last night, and in too many of these tragedies, law enforcement is only called when a crisis has hit a tragedy. And last night was absolutely a tragedy.
The case prompting Pasco Sheriff Chris Nocco to focus his attention Thursday on what he calls a mental health crisis in this country.
The tragedies that we saw last night emphasize the fact that we got to keep speaking. We got to keep speaking louder and louder and louder. And so it gets through everybody out there to realize that we are in a mental health crisis.
The sheriff says some kind of argument preceded the double murder-suicide. Florence says it brought him to tears.
It made me really do some hard thinking. I think it affects everybody.
The sheriff says the father that made that gruesome discovery is also the one who alerted authorities. They say he is fully cooperating with the investigation. Cynthia, just an awful, awful story that affects so many people. Back to you.
The whole mental health aspect of this, too. I think the sheriff is right. I just heard a statistic today that something as much as 80% of police calls have some element of mental health to them. So something we have to really start talking about more. Thank you so much, Josh.